guys, welcome back to the Omaha Places podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Cahner and I'm the founder of Omaha Places and 402 Social.
And my name is Delaney. I'm the digital content coordinator for Omaha Places.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm a little goofier, I
was
think.
Gonna say we're in a silly, goofy mood this morning.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it's cold outside and I just I'm feeling a little jittery. I don't know.
Also, when it's so cold, and I don't know about you, but I've been extra tired this week. And then when you have to get out of bed early in the morning, but you don't want to get out of bed. And there aren't many days that we have to be out of bed by a certain day since our schedule is flexible. So it just kind of puts you in a mood.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's been nice because we've been able to stay at home and kind of stay cozy a little bit too.
Yeah.
I've had some filming days where it's just all in one day. Mm-hmm. And so maybe I'll keep up with that.
Yeah, I feel like that's nice because then you don't have to get out of the house every day.
Yeah. So, especially if it starts snowing.
Yeah.
Then if I can get it done before it snows, or that would require me to check the weather, which I don't do. but that would be smart of me. Then I don't have to drive around when it's super cold and super bad outside.
Yeah, when it gets slushy and stuff or icy.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. Well, where have you been this week?
I went to BobaFi. It's on 168th and Maple. They just opened, I think, 2 months ago. It's been a long process for them, but they have boba, rolled ice cream. They have some hot drinks too, milk teas. I love a good milk tea. But I feel like boba is just becoming super popular.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone to you have gone to so many boba places this year.
Yeah, Fubba, the shaved ice place, what's it called? Snowy Sundays has boba and milk teas. And now this place, this is either the third or fourth, I think.
I wonder if that's one of those cases of boba obviously became popular on the East and West Coast. Mm-hmm. And now it's slowly coming to Omaha. And now there's the boom in Omaha years after there was the general boom on in the United States.
I think the first time I ever had boba was the bursting boba at Orange Leaf.
Oh,
and those little balls that's juice.
You could put it on your
ice cream or froyo. But I actually like the gummy version a lot better. And that's what this BobaFi actually has both. The gummy and the bursting bobas. And he said that the kids really love the bursting bobas.
I like the bursting ones a lot better too.
But yeah. So it was super good. I think he dished out 3 bobas for me. Whoa. And so I had to take them to my friends yesterday. But I saved the rolled ice cream for myself.
Nice. And where is BobaFi at? Did you say that already?
Yeah, 168th and Maple.
Okay, so northwest.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was good. Where have you been?
I went ice skating at Heartwood Preserve, which I think I mentioned this last week that I was going. It was fun. It's nice that it is completely free. And so Heartwood Preserve is that newish development off 144th and Dodge, so right by Boys Town. There's a lot of businesses going into Heartwood Preserve in general. So this is their first year doing kind of a Winterland thing. They're going to have a ton of different holiday events, and then they have a free ice skating rink, and even skate rental is free. So that's the big difference between the Heartwood Preserve one and the one downtown. The one downtown is free to skate, but it's $5 skate rental, which is still very reasonable. The rink is not very big. I will say it's pretty small, but for a family, it's
It'd be
great.
A cute outing, yeah.
Yeah. It is. You do have to make a reservation. Well, I guess you don't have to make a reservation. It's recommended that you make a reservation because they only let people on the ice in I think it's 90-minute time slots, and then everyone has to get off the ice, and then you have to basically re-register, re-sign the waiver or something to get back on. So it's always timed entry. Certain amount of people can be on the ice at a time. If you guys have kids, they have those little
assisted skate things.
Yeah. And then they have the ones where you can just hang on and skate yourself, or they have a seal that the kids can sit on the seal, and then the parents can just push them while the kids are sitting. So it was fun. It was freezing the night that we went, but it was very pretty.
It looked pretty.
Yeah, the lights stringing across the rink are really cool. And then when I was leaving, I drove past it on 144th, and you can see it super well from 144th, especially at
At
night.
night.
And it just looks so cool because there's not a whole lot right like on that strip of 144th yet, since it's all like old Boys Town area, or I don't even remember what all used to be there. But yeah, it was a fun time. I enjoyed it. Definitely worth checking out
It'd be
once this holiday
cute to
season.
go take a drive through Linden Estates
Yeah.
that's near there and
Yep.
then stop by and go ice skating at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. And they had a little I forget which food truck was there, but there was someone popped up there selling, actually don't know for sure what food it was, but they had hot chocolate and stuff. When
Yum.
we were leaving, somebody like from Heartwood Preserve, I think, was setting up like a little booze table. So there's some adult beverages for purchase as well.
Great.
Or you could go over to like 30 Hop or something, warm up in between skate sessions, grab a beer. So lots of options.
And the riverfront ice skating, I think, opens up.
I think it's already open.
Okay, perfect.
Well,
it will be by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we need to go to that.
yeah, we do. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Maha is
I
back?
sent that in our Slack this morning.
Oh, see, I haven't even been on.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So I saw the post that Visit Omaha. Actually, I think Visit Omaha just reposted it. So it must have been Maha who originally posted it. But yeah, that was some tea, I think, because they were like, we're partnering back with the original founders.
Mhm.
So in partnership with Outlandia. And I was like, wait, what? Because did you see that too?
I saw that they were going to have it the same weekend as Hinterland as well. And people were
What?
mad.
I didn't see that.
People were mad that they were having it the same weekend as Hinterland because people can't go to both then.
Yeah. That's dumb on their part.
So maybe they'll change it. Maybe it's still in the planning phase, but I think the dates are out, aren't they?
Actually don't remember.
I think
just
my mom
got to the
sent me
Outlandia
the
part and I was like,
Facebook
wait,
post, but yeah. So Outlandia is
so
the same founders as the original people?
So from my understanding, and if anybody actually knows for sure, feel free to tell us if I'm getting this wrong. But so Maha has been around like for years. At some point, the founders of Maha, which I don't even know who they are, like had a falling out or something and split. And so that's when Outlandia was started because one of them left and was like, well, I'm going to start my own thing. So then they had Maha and then Outlandia, and then Maha didn't happen
Last year.
This year.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know why, but it didn't happen.
It seemed to have been something about the riverfront move, and then they just like scrapped the whole thing.
Yeah. I heard from, I don't even remember who, that everybody just kind of like walked off. I don't even remember where I heard that. So I could be totally getting this wrong, but that's just what I heard. And now this year, or for 2025, they announced that they're back and partnering with Outlandia. So whoever those people are they've mended their relationship. So it seems. But I didn't even see the Hinterland stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think Maha is gonna suffer for that. Like if they're trying to use that as a tactic to like, I don't know, improve Maha, I think it's gonna not work in their favor because Hinterland was so good last year and went super viral on social media and sold
Chapel Roan. Even that's where I think it was
sold out in minutes. And obviously, like people are going to be excited to go to Hinterland again this year. I think that
for sure.
I don't think Maha is going to be able to outbeat Hinterland.
That festival though is dangerous. And has been dangerous for a lot of years.
How so?
Just because they overbook that venue.
That actually, Megan did say that.
It doesn't. So there's not any space. It's in the middle of summer, so it's hot.
Yeah.
You can't move in those crowds. So if someone were to just pass out, like there's nothing you can do to get people there to help that person. And then my parents actually went a few years ago and they said it was just horrible.
Really?
It was not a fun experience. So like the people who are there performing are a really great lineup, but they don't at that venue have the space. Well, they're more about the money than about like the people that are there. So I think it was thousands of people they oversold.
Dang. If people don't know, Hinterland is a different like multi-day music festival outside of Des Moines, so in Iowa. So a lot of Omaha people go to that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Megan saying it was oversold, very crowded. Said like the bathrooms were like miles away,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's only one bathroom or something for like the
Crazy,
whole.
crazy, crazy things happening there.
Yeah.
So
Well, I hope that they kind of get their act together
I bet that it's
and
going to oversell again and again until they stop getting away with it.
I remember too, this last summer, they started the festival with like a no water policy or something. Like you couldn't bring water into the grounds. You had to purchase it there.
That's crazy.
And then there was like a like huge uproar. And then I remember they posted on their Instagram like, okay, we're rescinding that. You can bring your own water. So it's like
water.
Yeah, it's water.
People need that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to access if it's that crowded, to get to the water fountain or whatever they have going on there.
Yeah.
So.
And I guess I don't know if that's like a standard policy for big music festivals.
It should be to have water available to
I've
you
only been
and
to one
bring
other
water.
festival, but they had like a big water stations like right at the entrance. So like we would go in. It was at Bonnaroo down in Tennessee, I think it was. So you would go in, and then like the water station's right there. You fill up before you even go anywhere else on the festival grounds. So, but they obviously like had a lot more space and like had the logistics. And I think Bonnaroo has been around for a lot longer and is bigger. So they just like had the infrastructure for that. But clearly Hinterland is not.
Outlandia was a really nice festival. Us, I think, went to that.
Yeah.
I think it's underrated, but it's still new.
Yeah, it's only been around for like 2-3 years maybe. Which was like very new.
Yeah, it was very relaxing. Everybody was having a good time. The music was good.
Yeah.
We went to see my mom's favorite band, The Revivalists. We've seen them at Red Rocks a few times, so it was a great lineup. Again, if you like little alternative music.
Yeah. Okay, well, we will have to keep an eye out on
all these festivals,
on the festival tea, and we will report back if we hear anything else.
No, it's exciting.
Hopefully they end up being on different weekends because our team usually is able to go to both of those. So I guess we have enough people now we could split it up.
Yeah, depends on the lineups.
Yeah, depends on the line. Yeah, you
everybody's gonna be running
out. Okay, I don't even know how we got on that topic. Where else have you been this week?
I went to the new Via Farina at Regency. I've never been to the old Via Farina. I had never tried their pizza before, and their pizza's super good. Here's the tea.
Yeah, okay, give us your
I have the rankings. The rankings are in. Izzy's pizza is still my favorite.
Okay.
I don't know why I love that pizza so much. It's just so good.
It just speaks to you.
It's thick. If you like thick pizza, that's what it is. 2, I would have to say, is Tiny's and Via Farina. I'm going to tie them at 2.
Okay.
Okay, because I really loved pizza from Dolomiti.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have to be 3rd because I don't want to put it 4th,
Yeah.
So, okay. They did good. Okay. But I don't think for that kind of pizza between Dolomiti, Tiny's, and Via Farina, I'm like, which one's top?
Oh, so all of them are tied?
No, I'm trying to decide, since they're all like the same pizza, I'm trying to decide which of the 3 is the best. Because now I have to, because Izzy's is a totally different
Tiny's
style.
Or
I think I have to go with Tiny's. Really? I think I do.
Shout out Tiny's, Interrail.
Yeah, I love Tiny's pizza.
They're so good.
So yeah, I liked it. We had the charcuterie board.
Ooh.
And the waitress recommended the large one. So we got the large one. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it.
I didn't even know they had charcuterie boards at Via Farina.
They have a small one and a large one. Oh. Large one could definitely feed a lot of people.
Now I'm jealous I didn't go with you.
It was good. I had an Aperol Spritz and then their espresso martinis. You have to have one of those.
Yes.
The friend I was with kept ordering more things. And we know the owner. So the owner came over and he was just looking at the table.
You're like, yes, we are 2 people.
Yes, we are 2 people with a lot of food. Thank you. He was just like,
no judgments, please.
And we hadn't even ordered the pizza yet. The pizza was the last thing.
What's that trend right now that it's like we say and we don't, or we hold space and we don't judge, or whatever the thing is. I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember Megan and Haley talking about it, but I'm
Oh.
behind on the sound trends.
Oh.
But yes, it was very good. Definitely check out Via Farina. The space is just gorgeous. It's big. It could hold a corporate party. It could hold, just lots of people in general if you have a big group with you. So
yeah. We were talking about this in the office the other day, but like obviously the new one in Regency Landing is way bigger than the original one, but I feel like the vibe is like that has to be a very different vibe. Neither one of us have been to both locations, so I guess we can't say for sure. But like there's just something about being close to downtown, like in Little Italy at the original location. So I'm excited to check out the new one to see.
I'm excited to check out the old one.
Yeah.
But they had I think the charcuterie boards are cut and sliced right in the middle of the restaurant.
Oh.
They have like a little deli-like situation going on, and I think they slice it fresh right there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'd never seen that.
So it's just a little like deli counter, or do they do
that's
more
what
stuff
it looks
there?
like. I don't know.
Was there a person there?
Nope.
Who was slicing?
I don't know. I was
machine?
chatting.
Oh.
I was chatting, so I didn't watch him make my charcuterie board. But yeah, there was like a little deli meat cutting thing, and then there were like cheeses and kind of like a
cool
little glass windows.
Ooh, maybe I'll take my mom there.
Yeah, I should have got more footage of that, I suppose, or asked about it, but I was mostly just excited about the food.
Do you know, are they going to have a patio when it gets warmer?
No.
Okay.
I don't think anyone really has an outdoor area in that space, like that Regency area.
Blue Sky?
Well, we do because it was built with the building.
Oh.
Or added on to the building. But yeah, I don't see that happening because it's just like a little sidewalk space. So fortunately, probably not.
Okay. Just wondering. Okay, where else did I go? I tried my first Orange Theory class.
How was that?
This week. It was hard. I think it was made harder by my own fault. I had like done a bunch of like leg weights the day before, not fully realizing like what I was getting into at Orange Theory. So then after I had like done 2 weight days in a row, I was like, I can barely walk. But it was like one of those good things.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Like I think so on the weight side, so like half the class is weights, half the class was like running and rowing. And I think different classes like are structured a little bit differently, but that's the one that I went to. I think I prefer doing like just regular weights on my own. Like I have a little station at home that I like to do stuff. The rowing was nice because I never make it on a rowing machine because like right now I don't have a gym that I'm going to. And then the running was nice too because so we did like basically all out sprints for like it was like 45 seconds or something like that. And those I feel like are hard to do when you're just outside, and that helps with like actually getting faster. So I really liked that aspect of it. I don't think I'll end up like actually joining or anything, but it was just one of those classes or one of those studios that I was like, everybody talks about this, and so it was nice.
Pretty high intensity.
I enjoyed it. Very high intensity, yeah. And it's all about like heart rate training or something. So you're supposed to like basically hit your like zone 4 heart rate or something like 12 times throughout the class, but you're not supposed to be there the whole time because that's really dangerous to just like always have that high of a heart rate. So yeah, I feel like I learned a little bit just about like the science behind stuff.
I saw a statistic and it said people over the age of 25, 30 never sprint anymore. And really? I got to thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, the most we probably ever do is jog or run.
Yeah.
But we never like sprint. Like we probably haven't sprinted since we were in track.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is directly correlated to your health, like later on in the longevity of your life.
So it's like healthier for you to like hit that max, like
do some sprints. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Cause if you think about it, when you're little, you're just like running around in the backyard and
you're sprinting all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you're playing games where sprinting is part of it, like tag.
Yeah.
You're like sprinting after people.
Yeah. Huh. I never even thought about that.
But yeah, I'm like, when was the last time I sprinted? I think been a while.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will remember that. Since I am always like training for something that is always kind of part of training, but yeah, majority of people, unless you're actually training for a running race, would have no reason to sprint
Right.
unless you're like sprinting away from the cops or something. But yeah, I went to the Orange Theory location on, I think it's like 80th and Dodge or something, like pretty close to that Target and like Children's Hospital. The location was super nice, very like modern, very clean. Instructors there were super nice. So if you guys are looking for a studio, I would recommend that one.
And there's also one downtown I always see.
Yeah,
Right
there
next to
is.
the riverfront.
Yep. Yeah, that's like a prime location.
I bet that one's
opinion, like right on the
busy.
corner. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where else have you been?
I went to Lauritzen Gardens for Bright Nights last night. That was super cool. They're doing more of a train theme this year, so it was a lot of Union Pacific stuff.
Cool.
So they had tons of trains everywhere through the lit gardens. They also, I thought was cool. I know that they've had this in the past, but they had like the Joslin Castle lit up in the main area right when you walk in, not necessarily the gardens.
Yeah.
But yeah, the St. Cecilia's Cathedral, they had that too, like little mini structures of it.
Oh, cool. So was it like,
I think they were
on a little,
sponsors
like,
kind of
map
or something.
thing?
Yeah,
Or?
you like walk through, like right when you walk in, you go to the right and it's down that little pathway at all those buildings. I was like, that's cool that they have these.
Oh, so they were just like standalone little structures. It wasn't like on like a pop-up map type thing.
No. That would have been cool.
That's what I was picturing. You know how they have like those like little mini cities? They can like look down on them.
It was bigger than like that.
Okay. Like
but I just thought it was cool that they had buildings from the city in there displayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think
those are sponsors.
Yeah. I think possibly.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was super cool. They also have a little outdoor area, and there's an igloo where Santa sits. So they'll be having Santa visits. You'll have to go online and check that out. They're selling s'more kits for like $6. And they have little bonfire pits you can hang out at. You can participate in some reindeer games, some cornhole, big checkers.
Cool. One of the questions today is like family Christmas thing. So we will have to add that to the list because I did not put that on my list.
Bright Nights would be a perfect one.
Okay. Another place I went to happy hour at Corkscrew in Blackstone. They have a couple locations. That's just like once a year I go there for happy hour. I just like one of our clients on our agency side, we just always meet there, just go over end of the year stuff, like contract stuff. That's just our little tradition.
Cute.
But yeah, I just wanted to shout out their happy hour. It's Monday through Friday from 3 to 6, and they have house reds and whites and a couple like non-wine things for $7. So it's pretty decent happy hour. They also have like a lot of food. We didn't get food when we were there, but I have had their food before, and their food's pretty good. Like their flatbread is really good. They have like a bunch of snacks and pizza and salads and stuff like that. So a really nice, like chill happy hour spot if you are in like the Blackstone downtown area, and great for meeting colleagues and stuff.
And they have a nice patio space in the summertime.
Yep. Well, and they have like fire pits out there too. So if it's like at least a semi nice day, yeah, then you can just like warm up by the fire pit. So the patio is, I'm pretty sure, open year round.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of Blackstone, I went to Segredo for their Blitzen pop-up.
Cool.
Super cute in there. They have fun drinks like the Sticky Bandit, which is like an apple cider and the caramel drips down. So it literally leaves you sticky.
Oh, cool.
And some like melon liqueur drinks that were green. So it's just super cute in there. They've got little pictures from some of the like Christmas Vacation movies on the walls. The back wall is lit up green and red. They have wrapping paper, I'm pretty sure, covering the whole place. Whoa. So it's just, I was like, how much wrapping paper did you use to cover this wall? But it's super cute in there. And then if you want to stop upstairs at Blackstone Social, they're having their Grinch lair pop up too. So you can knock out 2 of those holiday pop ups in one.
Yeah. Not all of, but a majority of the Christmas pop ups in Omaha are in Blackstone, which, I mean, kudos to them. I guess that's also just like where a lot of the bars are concentrated.
Right. I think some bars just don't know what they could gain from having a pop-up.
Yeah. And it is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And, money spent on wrapping paper and decorations and whatever else. But yeah, I feel like if you do it right and market it right, it's worth it because people love that kind of stuff.
And if you have cocktails to go along with it, it brings people in who've maybe never been there before.
Yep.
The Holiday Hut, I think they said they spent 3 weeks putting up all of that stuff, and it's extravagant.
Did you say it was they had a lot more than they had last year?
I don't think I went last year.
Oh.
I think the first one I've been to was maybe
it was me who went last year
or something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it's a great place, and they have a warm fire in there. So I guess I stopped there too.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to go there the week before because I accidentally went. But their drinks are also super good. A little different.
Okay.
So I think it's like hit or miss what you'll like on the menu.
Different from like the other holiday pop-up bars, or different from what the Cottonwood usually has?
Just different from they're not going to be like super sweet drinks, all of them.
Okay.
And so I think people who are into more of like a savory drink or smoky drink, you'll really like that option. Okay. They also have hot and cold cocktails. So that's cool.
That is one thing. Anytime the past couple of weeks that I've gone out for drinks, I'm like, why aren't you guys putting more warm drinks on your menu for the winter? That's all I want is something warm.
Cozy. Yeah.
I did get a warm drink. Oh, I went to Moolah. I forgot to put that on the list. I went to Moolah after the skating at Heartwood Preserve, and they had like a warm peppermint something. I actually don't even remember what it was, but it was a little spicy, which that wasn't super my vibe. But like, it's not that. Just give me something, a warm pepperminty thing. I'll be very happy. Or like mulled wine or something. Nobody in Omaha
mulled
has
cider would be nice.
Cider, anything
like spiked
that.
Cocoa or something.
Yeah.
Or eggnog.
Yeah. So maybe I'll have to try the warm stuff at the Cottonwood.
Yeah. They made their own whipped cream.
Oh.
It's flavored whipped cream.
That's cool.
So yeah, definitely stop over there.
Cool. Okay.
I think that sums it up for me.
Yeah. I don't even know why I wrote down my last one. I'm going to skip that.
Okay.
It wasn't even a place. Okay, well, let's move on to follower questions. So I post a question box on our Instagram story every Wednesday morning. So if you guys have questions that you want us to answer on the podcast, you can submit them in the question box or just DM us on any day of the week. We love getting questions, and we love getting like funny questions. So feel free to get creative with them.
How much does a duck weigh?
Yeah, how much does a duck weigh? Okay, so ask favorite event space. And this is, I feel like, not an area that I know a ton about, just because typically like we just don't really like highlight event spaces very often. But the first one that popped into mind was Luli Creative House, which is downtown on like 19th and Howard. It's actually in the same building that we work out of, Modus Co-working. But it's super colorful, it's very like happy, bright, happy,
stimulating space.
Yeah. And it's super like multi-purpose. So it is also a photo studio that like photographers and stuff can rent out. But I have been to like networking events there. I know they've had baby showers or bridal showers, stuff like that in there. So yeah, you really can use it for whatever you want to use it for. And that whole building actually, so like Modus has a little like living room kitchen area that can also be rented out for events. That would be, I feel like, more like a corporate event feel. And then the ground floor of that building, behind Coachava, the coffee shop, there's like that giant room that's just kind of empty.
I've never poked around, to be honest.
Oh, you walk by it not every day, every week. Okay, anyways, there's a giant room behind Coachella and it has like these big pillars and stuff. And the other week, all of a sudden, it had a bunch of Christmas lights in there. And apparently, I think they were doing maybe like a wedding reception or something.
I saw something catering from Table Grace.
Oh, maybe that's what it was for. I don't really know. But it's just a giant room that they haven't quite like developed yet. So I think you can also rent that out for event space. And then
There's Moon Hollow Coffee also has a room that you can rent out. It'd be perfect for baby showers, bridal showers, little parties.
Yeah.
It's like a cute wallpapered room, and you can rent out the whole cafe as well.
Okay. I feel like event spaces are hard because depending on the type of event, there's going to be very different like needs for an event space.
Are you trying to find a wedding space or just like a little party space?
Yeah. And so I can only really speak to like places that I have been to events in. Like I was trying to think where else I've been to like wedding receptions. I went to a wedding over the summer that had their reception at Les Bouillon. They like rented out the whole space, and Les Bouillon also has like a room kind of in the back that I didn't even know they had this room, but that's what they used as like their dance floor area was that room in the back. And then we obviously had the whole restaurant, and all the tables were like in the dining area. So it's like a lot of different places can be made into event spaces just depending on the type of event.
And Blue Sky hosts a lot of events, corporate parties, stuff like that. Fulling Warehouse also does.
Oh, that would be a good one too. That's for like if you have a lot of people that you're trying to fit, Fouling would be a good one.
What is Bancroft Street Market? I drove by it on the way to Lauritzen Gardens, but it looks like
no. I don't think it's actually. Wait, are we talking about the one in Little Italy? I don't think that's actually a thing anymore. I think
they do have markets there still. Because I saw one last week in a bazaar.
Oh,
craft and vendor fair.
Oh,
but
yeah, I do remember that.
So maybe they just use it for those type of events.
Yeah. That is very like kind of like warehouse vibes, but like you can obviously decorate it, make it cool. I wonder if you can if anybody can rent out that space. It's like right next to Via Farina in Little Italy. So yeah, lots of options. And I'm sure there's like tons more event spaces.
Those are the ones we were aware of.
Those are our favorites. They're the only ones we've been to.
Right. Someone asked for the best place for a weekend getaway with my husband. Not my husband, your husband. Their husband. That's romantic. And this is a hard one, to be honest. Because I was like, are you looking for like a staycation place? Do you need stuff to do? Or are you just trying to like pretend like you and him are the only people that exist?
Yeah.
Because if so, the Dahlia House, which is in Benson, gorgeous. I've been looking at the videos for years of that place.
They post good stuff on their Instagram.
It's a little house, and behind it there's like a sauna. There's this greenhouse looking thing that you could have dinner in. If it's the summertime, they have these prairie like gardens that you walk through, and there's like a hot tub, I'm pretty sure, out in the back.
Yeah.
But I just see it. It's an Airbnb that you can book, but super cute, and would be the perfect staycation getaway for a romantic weekend.
Yeah. But that would be like a do it yourself, like cook yourself.
Yeah.
I guess you could like leave and go out somewhere. But yeah, like Airbnb vibes.
But romantic.
Yeah.
The Cottonwood Hotel would be also a very good spot. They have the holiday hut going on. So especially if it's in the wintertime, you're definitely not going to want to do much outside. So yeah, check out the holiday hut. Go to do they keep that open year round?
I don't know.
You can see if their hot tub's still on.
You can call them and ask.
But that place is decorated so cute, and it is such a pretty hotel. And then it's just a few steps away from Blackstone if you want a little bit of nightlife.
Yep.
And dinner.
Yeah. There's a new Japanese something like a sit down dinner place.
Is it Muki?
I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, right on Farnham. It's opening on like the second level.
Oh.
like
Yeah.
up. Not in the old meatball space though.
There was, we had some confusion about what was.
Did I say that on the podcast last week?
No.
Okay.
Nope, we're good.
Okay. It's still TBD in what's opening in the old meatball space.
We thought it was charred, but everybody lied to us.
Well, Grow Omaha, I think, had
was
a typo. They definitely said charred is opening in the Blackstone meatball space, but then proceeded to give the address of the west location. So that was not fully on me.
But that's their tea. So charred is opening out there. So that's exciting.
Yes.
Also great places for a little getaway. This would be actually a getaway. Best Nest Farms. We actually stayed there as a team. Yep. I think it would be kind of cute in the winter. Winter in the country.
Yeah. And like they're heated. So, I mean, you wouldn't really be able to I guess you could go outside and like sit around the bonfire and try and stay warm. But it'd be
definitely a little rustic.
Yeah. But again, depending on the vibe of the weekend you're trying to curate.
If you want to get cozy in a covered wagon, that's your spot. And then Kimberly Creek Retreat. I thought I'd let you talk about this one.
Yes. Okay. So they have like multiple different types of accommodation there. It is open year round. It's kind of like similar vibes, I would say, to Best Nest, but Kimberly Creek has the domes that you can stay in, and they're actually pretty large domes, and some of them have multiple beds in them. But in the winter, if you like go on a night when it's snowing, then you're literally like in a snow globe because you can see out like what's going on outside because you're in like a clear dome and you can see all the snow, but from the warmth of your little snow globe igloo
that's
thing.
So cute.
Yeah. And it's a good space. They have a lot of like hiking trails around and stuff. If the weather is nicer, I think they have fishing and stuff too. It is like halfway between Omaha and Lincoln. So I think it's technically in Ashland, but it's near, I think the SAC Museum is pretty close. So there's like some other stuff to do like within a short driving distance of the property.
Also,
I know they book out quite a ways though. So if you guys do want to go to Kimberly Creek, like definitely get that on the books early.
Nebraska Cities.
Arbor Day Farm would be a really good one. Yeah.
And they actually did a little Valentine's Day giveaway with us last year, but it just showcased their restaurant. They have beautiful rooms. Yeah. There's tons of stuff to do there. Nebraska City is a cute little town.
Yeah.
So
they have stuff going on year round.
Events.
Yeah.
All sorts of things. So that would be a good spot if you just want a short drive. I think it's like 45 minutes from here.
Mm-hmm.
You can go check that out. So
I feel like there are actually like a lot of decent options for fun little weekend trips or even like
staycations.
One night, staycations like within a couple hours of Omaha, which is cool. Okay, somebody asked best family Christmas things to do / see for visitors to Omaha. So I'm assuming this is if like you're having family come into town for Christmas, for the holidays, like what are you gonna do with the in-laws? If there's kids too, you got to plan some stuff. So Zoolightful is a good one. Obviously, any kid or even adult would enjoy a trip to the Omaha Zoo, especially if they're in town. You guys can go look at all the Christmas lights they have going on, or they have displayed around the zoo. You can go walk around the riverfront area, which has tons of lights also up. Visit to the Luminarium would be great for the kids and for the adults. Like we've said on the podcast many times, we have had a lot of fun at the Luminarium. You can take a carriage ride through the Old Market, or Village Point is doing free carriage rides just for this month, I believe. So the month of September. So depending on if
every Saturday.
Oh, just on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's a good note. So yeah, depending on if you're closer to downtown or West Omaha, you can choose one of those. You can go to a Christmas show. I'm sure there's more than what I listed, but I know Christmas Carol is playing at the Omaha Community Playhouse. Honestly, just anything at the Holland, even if it's not a Christmas related show, like they have their gigantic tree at the Holland. It's just one of those venues that feels Christmassy, even if you're not seeing a Christmas show. Also, the like giant windows that look out onto the Jean Leahy Mall. You can see all the lights outside in the park, but from the warmth of the inside. And you just went to the Holland.
I did.
You got your tickets.
I
In
did
case
get my
anybody was
tickets
wondering,
to
Delaney
Harry
got her
Potter.
tickets.
No, it was so much fun. Next year is going to be the last movie in the series, so we're going to have to do that again. And then I'm like, are they going to start over with the first one?
What
Because I want to
happens?
see the first one.
Whoa. I wonder.
What happens when this comes to an end? What will I do? I hope it just starts over.
I'm sure it
Starts with the
probably
first
does.
movie.
Yeah. It's been there are 8 movies, 7 movies?
7 movies, I believe.
So if it's been 7 years since everyone saw the first
We can all do it
movie
again.
in live concert.
I watched the movie twice
time.
this year, so I'm happy to.
All of the movies twice?
Yes.
All of them twice?
Yes. I love Harry Potter.
Wait, in like the whole year or just this season?
Just this holiday season.
When did you do that?
I think I just stayed home and made chili one day and watched half of them and then the other half.
Okay.
And then, yep.
Wow. That's good.
Committed.
I've watched 1.5 of them this season, but not necessarily because it's the Christmas season. It's because I'm reading the books and then I want to watch the movie after I finish the book. Yeah.
That's smart. But they're also doing Home Alone. The Symphony will be a movie and Pirates of the Caribbean. So, and then I think the Physicians Mutual Symphony celebration is also happening soon. So be on the lookout for that in those shows because the Omaha Symphony is amazing.
They are. Yep.
I wouldn't have even known that a symphony was playing the movie. It just feels like it's happening in the movie.
I feel like that is one of those like kind of hidden things to do in Omaha. Like I remember when I first learned that they did that and I was like, why is not everybody talking about this? Like this is so cool. And I was shocked that I had never heard of it before because it was like I'd been back in Omaha for a while before I'd ever heard of it. But I think maybe unless you're like super well versed in like the
arts,
the symphony goings on, like you just don't really know.
But you don't know how cool it is until you go because you're like, what? The symphony is doing what?
Yeah.
But no, they literally play every song in the movie that the orchestra does in time to the movie. So they don't skip a beat. They're so talented. So amazing. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Imagine Pirates of the Caribbean. Dun, 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 dun.
That's my classical music reference that we talked about. So yeah, lots of fun Christmas stuff to do with the family. That's my list.
Oh,
anything else that you have to add?
Nope. I was just gonna head into the next question.
Go for it.
Okay, places to stay warm this winter. So you guys, we're gonna put together a list of indoor winter activities for you.
Yes.
But until then, this will hold you over. So if you're trying to stay warm but feel like you want to feel outside, igloos at the zoo. There are igloos. There's a igloo at Tiny House, a tent at Bull Moose, which funny thing to be outside indoors at the same time. But the Luminarium, like we said, another great spot to take everybody. They have night lights just for adults on Thursdays. So if you want to get away from the children, that's the time to go. Lauritzen Gardens, super warm and cozy. So many lights. Definitely warm. Yeah. Because it's a greenhouse. Though it was feeling pretty tropical last night. I was breathing in that fresh air.
Ooh.
I was like, this has got to be the cleanest air in Omaha.
Oh, I'm sure.
So yeah, clean out your lungs. Go to the Lauritzen Gardens. The Durham. They have their big tree up, and I'm sure they have tons of events going on as well. Creative Culture or Board and Brush would be also a good spot if you want to get a little crafty, but still have something to decorate and get in the festive spirit with in the wintertime. Some other activities would be going to the Fat Putter downtown or Smash Park in La Vista.
Great list. The first thing that came to mind when I saw this question was like go
to a fire,
to a sauna.
Oh,
like that. I was thinking like sauna, like where has saunas in Omaha, or like hot yoga, that kind of thing.
Never in my life did I think about that.
Not that I necessarily. I mean, I know.
I was thinking fireplaces. I sort of thought of that.
I guess the Cottonwood,
The Cottonwood.
Pool House has a fireplace. Arbor Day Farm or the Lead Lodge has a big fireplace they can like sit and read by.
Well, gosh, guys, maybe I read this question wrong.
I think it's however you want to interpret it.
Okay.
I know that.
I just figured they didn't want to be outside.
Yeah, that's very fair. One of my friends asked this question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she specify what she meant?
No, I didn't talk to her about it. I just saw it. Okay, let's move on to events. So this is going to be events happening the weekend of December 12th through the 15th. We also post a What's Happening in Omaha this weekend video on our Instagram story and TikTok and Facebook and all the platforms on Thursday mornings. And we have a newsletter that also goes out on Thursday mornings. Also, this is off topic, but Ellen posted her first What's Happening in Denver this weekend video. So if you guys have friends in Denver, or if you are ever doing like a weekend trip to Denver,
we're going there for the holidays.
Are you really? I didn't know that.
No, if you were.
Oh, I thought you
I wish I was.
Were.
I wish I was.
I was like, who do you know in Denver?
Nobody. No one.
Yeah, if you're traveling there for the holidays, that would be a good one. Go check out our Denver Places account. Hopefully those What's Happening in Denver this weekend will pop off a little bit. Okay, but anyways, back to Omaha. So we have the Midwest Fest Holiday Market, which I'm very excited for. This is going to be the first ever annual holiday market, assuming that they're going to keep doing it. But this is the same people who put on Midwest Fest in the summer, which was formerly Hutch Fest. So you guys have probably heard of that. But that is happening December 14th and 15th at the riverfront. It's free admission. There's going to be food, vendors, obviously, live ice sculpting.
That's cool.
Yeah. Igloos, Christmas lights, etc. So it's just going to be a whole vibe.
And we're going to be there.
If you guys have ever been to Hutch Fest or Midwest Fest, you know that they put on a great event. So
yes,
I have
they do.
Full faith in them that they will bring all the vibes.
Also happening, the Santa Run and Second Saturday is happening in Blackstone. The run will take off at 10 a.m. It's $25 for adults and $10 for kids. And this is going to be December 14th, in case I forgot to mention that. The first 200 adults get a Santa costume.
Cool.
So show up early.
Yeah.
And run in your Santa costume. The distance is just for fun. So up to you. You can run 0.8 miles or double it up and run 1.6 miles.
I wonder where they got those.
I know. I was like, why is this not in kilometers?
Yeah, that seems...
We don't
funky.
need to.
Yeah, it's okay.
It does.
It's I'm a like, fun run. It's who cares.
And then afterward, you can go to the Holiday Hut and have some hot cocoa. There'll also be raffle opportunities, photos with Santa, ornament decorating, and wine and cheese pairings.
Oh my gosh. Ornament decorating.
That'd be cute.
Eating wine and drinking wine and cheese sounds so fun. I want to do that.
Go to Second Saturday and then hang out that evening because they'll have live music going on through the district.
Yeah, the second Saturday in Blackstone happens like around the whole district, different times at each establishment. Yeah. Okay. Also going on is yesterday and today, the interactive Beatles experience. This is Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 14th. This actually goes on for more weekends, like throughout the month, but obviously I'm only mentioning these ones. But it's happening at the Slowdown, which is downtown. It's $25 general admission, and then the price goes up from there. I have been to this a couple years ago. I took my mom. So like Beatles were not my generation, obviously, but they were my mom's generation. So I guess another like fun thing to do if you're like either back in town for the holidays or just like trying to do some family time with the parents or grandparents or whoever this holiday season, I think they would appreciate an interactive Beatles experience.
And are they like pretending to be the Beatles?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll like each of them is a character. They do a mixture of like talking and they'll like tell stories or something and then sing or like call on the audience. And I think they took some requests and stuff from the audience when I went. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
Also happening this weekend, on the 15th, is the holiday market at the Reverb Lounge and the Waiting Room in Benson. They'll have, it's free admission, but they'll have handcrafted and local gifts to buy. So knock all of your shopping out early and support local.
We are in the holiday market season, and I love it.
I love markets.
Yeah. All right. Anything else to
I think
add this week?
that is all.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Omaha Places podcast. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.